What were some of the strategies that you really put in place that shifted your mindset, how you felt, how you were able to go about your day with now being an independent parent or a shared parent of a young child?
Yeah. I think weight is one of those things where it was like, if I can't control what I eat and how much I'm stuffing in my face every day, how can I even control the rest of my existence? And so for me, it was about getting those little wins. So I started with that as doing, because here's the thing, confidence doesn't come from the scale. It doesn't come from the thing. In fact, I would say that I was more confident when I was heavier, but losing the weight than I would be now. Confidence comes from self-integrity.
Mm,
Conversely, it gets eroded by a lack of self-integrity. So when you're like, I'm going to eat healthily all day, and then you don't, it erodes your self-confidence because you're not keeping your promise to yourself. Whereas if you do that, then you build up your self-confidence, and confidence is built through repetition. So you do that one day and you're like, high five and to myself. And then you do it another day and you do it another day, and then you start seeing results. And then it's easier because I don't
yeah.
actually believe that there's willpower. It's just actually, it's incentive structures, and you start seeing that working. And I had started with that and started swimming every day and started to actually not eat terrible things and drink as much. And then it was sort of around the same time of like building out what I actually wanted for my life. I, in fact, did this exercise about what's your perfect day, and not just like, oh, journal it for a second, like actually really legit go through. You're lying in a bed. What does the bed feel like? Like, where is the bed? Like, do you have a sense of like, are you in a cottage? Are you in a cabin? Are you in a Parisian apartment? You open your eyes. What are you seeing? Is it bright and colorful? Is it like stark? What's the sunlight? You go through your perfect day minute by minute. And I realized that my perfect day was so not at all what my existence was. Also, in your perfect day, you're like, what does your body feel like? How are you moving? What are you doing? And I was like, oh, I am so far from what my life at a 10 would be like and where I am now. And I need to get more in alignment with that. And so part of that is figuring out, well, in that perfect day, what's my purpose? Because my purpose isn't to fight every day and be miserable and just be a workaholic and go to the mall, Sherway Gardens, just to get away from my home life situation. And then I'm missing out on my little boy's precious little life because I'm just trying to avoid things. It's not that. It's to feel like I'm getting an A plus at my existence. I'm getting an A plus in my relationships. I'm getting an A plus with my kid. Not that you're always going to get an A plus, but you're striving for it. You're studying hard. You're doing the work to do it. So really figuring out what is my purpose and craft it, like writing it down on a piece of paper. And for me, I am here to live life at a 10, to be, intense and driven and go after this one short little precious experience that I get on planet Earth. Because I don't know when I'm dying, and it could be tomorrow or it could be in 80 years, but I don't want to waste this. And I think it's so special to be alive. And then writing out core values and being like, what are my values? And so my core values are like, do the work. Like, having a big, full, amazing life is not taking the slow, easy road. It's an intense life. It's like, do the work, get up, go after it, make it happen. Hard to kill was one of them. I've got to be brave. I've got to be, like, if you're going to get knocked down, life's a learning lesson. Let's go for it. Let's do it. When everything happens for a reason, and really believing, not in a, Kristen 20s girl spiritual way of everything happens for a reason, but actually like to not believe that everything happens for a reason is an idiotic victim mentality way to be like, well, this is just another shitty thing happening to me. It's like, why would you believe that? Just believe that this good is going to come out of this. I don't know what it is. Like, this sucks right now. This is horrible. But I think that something great's going to come back from it. And if I look at every other thing in my entire existence and I look back, that was a shitty thing that happened. But guess what? This, and this happened. And these were all of these gifts and all of these things I'm actually grateful for that it did happen. I was like, I'm going to have that again. This experience is just going to gift me something else that I don't know about it. So to believe in a very logical way that everything happens for a reason, I just don't know what it is. And I know I'm going to be grateful for it later type of a way is, again, a core value of mine. Out of all of the things that I did from a business, I would say that the core values are the most important because they're the behavior sets that guide your decision making. When things get hard, they help you stick to the stuff that you really want versus what you want right now. Choose adventure is a core value of mine as well. And so just knowing that that's, if I want a life at a time that is filled with experiences, the way to live that purpose and the way to get to the vision of having a full and incredible life that is going to flash before my eyes of this amazing movie montage of incredible memories. The core value of choosing adventure is the thing I need to do. So instead of staying at home and rotting on the couch, it's like, go for a bike ride, dum dum. This is how you get a life that you love.
I am a strong believer in the necessity of core values for your life. My money course starts, the first section is all about creating your core values, because if you
Oh,
don't,
okay.
you have
Mm-hmm.
no concept of what you value, like what is
Yeah.
valuable to you in your
Yeah.
life, and from
Yeah.
a money perspective, but from an experience perspective as well.
Yeah.
And I think it's such a powerful strategy to
Mm-hmm.
pull you into alignment with who you are now and who you want to
Yes.
become and for the life you want to be
Yeah.
living, versus just there's a lot of manifest it and imagine it, but having an actual strategy and saying,
Yeah.
I can do this today, or according to my core values, this is the choice that will
Yes.
bring me the life
Yes.
that I want.
Yes. And ironically, I think that spiritual stuff is absolutely so accurate, but it is placed in the mystical versus manifesting is actually being like, I want this. So I'm going to do the things that will bring me
Yeah.
there. And you're like, I did create future me as the version that I wanted. I just did the work to get there and stayed in alignment with the things that I know I needed to do to be there.
I just taught a workshop based on the work of, I can't remember the name of the author right now. The book's called The Awakened Brain, but it's the idea of that to have what we might call a successful life, whatever those
Mhm.
metrics are for each individual, you're working between achieving awareness and awakened awareness, where you want the awakened awareness to be like, this is what life is
Mhm.
showing me, and I'm going to co create with life. And the achieving awareness is like, and here's the goal that I'm going to set based on the information that I've been
Yes. Yes.
provided.
I love this. There's a Julia Cameron quote that I think is not exactly this quote because I looked it up, but essentially it's pray to catch the bus and then run like hell. And I
Yes.
actually have revised it to be like, no, you're going to catch the bus, but then run like hell. Because otherwise,
Yeah.
like you have to do, you have to do both. You have to believe in it so
And
that
you have
you
to do
can
the work.
run like hell and then do the work. Yeah.